Welcome back to Nintagious. This, for once, is not a Nintagious first. This is just going to be, I guess, Nintagious plays. I have played this game before, I've beaten it several times. I don't know it quite as well as I do some of the other titles. So it won't be like it won't be a walk in the park or anything. Might give me a little bit of trouble. We'll see. And this title, of course, is Mega Man 5. Not the Mega Man 5. It's the Game Boy Mega Man 5, which is probably one of the best Mega Man games you've never played. There aren't very many ways to go about playing this game. As a Game Boy title, it was, of course, I don't know, 20 years ago. And it hasn't seen any re-releases since. And I think even when the game was brand new, it was not an easy one to find. I was never able to find one myself. But I was never able to find Mega Man 4 either, on that note. But the good news is that Capcom just announced that in the month of May, they will be adding the remaining 6 Mega Man Game Boy titles will be headed to the 3DS Virtual Console. And that would be Mega Man 2, 3, 4, 5, this one, and Mega Man Extreme, and Mega Man Extreme 2. I'm tempted to do probably Extreme 2. I do remember playing it lightly, but I don't remember much of the game. I remember getting pretty far in Extreme, but that's also kind of a similar to the Game Boy titles in the Mega Man line. They reuse bosses. But that, yeah, this was exactly 20 years ago. Look at that. Extreme takes it even further and reuses the same stages, so that's kind of boring. So just kind of like a mini version, I guess. I don't recall if Extreme 2 did the same thing, so I might have to look into that. So Mega Man 5 here is the exception to that rule. This one does not reuse bosses or stages from the other games. Mega Man 1 through 4 they all use a mix of masters from the NES titles. The first game has 4 from Mega Man 1 and 4 from Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2 then has 4 from 2 and 4 from 3, so on, so on, so on. This one does not. This one has all original bosses, called if you're paying attention to the dialogue here. I'm really not, because I know what's going on. Your enemies in this game are the Star Droids. And there's actually 9 of them, but one of them is like the leader, and they are based on the planets in our solar system. So it's an interesting little twist. And first we'll be going after Mercury. Yeah, it's not Mercury Man or anything. Just Mercury. Now, as I said, I have played this before, but it's not one of the titles that I know like the back of my hand, so there may be slip-ups here and there. Hopefully I'll be able to do an admirable job, though. And as you can see, oops! That was a fantastic start, wasn't it? As you can see, and again, if you were paying attention in the game's introduction, you don't have the traditional Mega Buster in this game either. You instead have the Mega Arm, which, well, it's, you know, shoots his arm. It's pretty much the same kind of deal, but you can get, like, upgrades later that make it do some cool stuff. You can get one that makes it grab items, and there's another one that will make it latch onto enemies. If you've played Mega Man 7, you are probably familiar with it to some extent, because the Super Mega Man armor in Mega Man 7 has the Mega Arm, sort of. So right now, it's not known. The exact release schedule of these games is not known yet, but they are holding a poll to decide which game will come out first out of the 6 titles they've left to release. But they did confirm, I believe, that all of them will be releasing in the month of May. So it's not deciding which ones release and which ones don't. It's just deciding which one is going to come out first. I don't know if the first one's going to come out a little bit before May then, if it'll come out somewhere in April, or if it'll just be the beginning of May. I didn't look into it that much. I saw it when I first got up today, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And being the huge Mega Man nut I am, and I believe I just lost my video feed for some reason. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. It's doing it again. As I've mentioned before, my computer's old. Or I guess I haven't mentioned this before. I believe this was in my Oracle of Ages playthrough that I'm currently working on. I dropped that to do this instead, but my computer is rather old and has trouble with with capturing. That sucked. The capture software sometimes has trouble, so. Especially if there's other things going on in the background, I guess. I don't have anything else going on, though, so I'm not sure why that happened. And then I had a stupid death anyway, so. Anyway, I have I have a pretty strong suspicion that Mega Man 5 will actually be the one to win the selection poll to determine which one comes out first. Although I don't know. Mega Man X fans are pretty passionate, so one of those might win. But I think among the classic titles, I think most Mega Man fans recognize that this one is the most unique, and it's kind of a crime that we've had to wait this long for it to hit the eShop, hit Virtual Console rather. And oh right, I was gonna say that I might have been wrong on I'm not gonna risk that. I was gonna say I might have been wrong on which 6 titles were coming, because I just recalled that Mega Man 5 and 6, the NES titles, are yet to hit the Wii U, and I thought that those might have been set for release too, but I believe they said negotiations are still happening. But there's no date yet, so Mercury's pretty easy. Just got a pretty simple pattern here. And I screwed up. But if you're a big Mega Man player, you know that of course you usually start with the guy that has the most manageable pattern. The irony with this is that this game does the thing where the there is, as most of the Game Boy games work, you fight 4 masters and then you fight Star Droids in this case. You fight 4 of them and then you fight the other 4 of them in another set. And but there is still a cycle of 8. The weapons go in that cycle. It isn't a broken cycle or anything like that. And again, I apologize because it's actually a cycle of 9 in this game. And actually no, I guess it is still a cycle of 8. I don't know, I'm kind of spacing on that one. You'll have to forgive me. But despite the fact that I defeated Mercury, got his Grab Buster, the Star Droid that's weak to his weapon is not available in this set. Mercury is like the odd one out here. So I got him out of the way. I guess the Grab Buster might come in handy because I can use it to sap some items out of enemies and stuff. But it's mostly just gonna sit on the back burner because when I play the Mega Man games, I usually don't go nuts with the weapons. I usually just kind of run through with my Buster and just see what I can get done. So Neptune here is next, which will be next episode. I'm gonna cut this episode a little short, and I'm gonna try and do 1 stage per episode and keep it nice and neat. So next time we'll take on Neptune and see how that goes. Shouldn't be too bad.